Well, yeah, I guess we just skipped the splash screen again. Okay, well, that's fine. Hello and welcome. Dave Roth here. And this is Tom Clancy Splinter Cell Blacklist for the PC. Almost had a heart attack for a second because all I did was change player 1 to Daffy Roth and it turned into a whole thing. So I honestly just can't wait to be done with this and stop using this Nucleus program. It's the only way I can play because I can't switch the saves between the two. And ever since I put this on, my computer's running like shit, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, today what we're gonna do is I do want to go. I noticed that the I kind of wish this stuff would be more like in your face. Okay, well, I think so we're gonna go over the SMI database, but I think we're pretty familiar with the enemies by now, as well as our assets and vision modes and gadgets. So what we're gonna do here is just go through our mission log and characters at this point. And then we'll check back after every mission. So we'll start with Guam. Blacklist attack. American power was the opening salvo of the Blacklist initiative. The engineers infiltrated the base, executing his commander and filming his death before launching a full-scale strike. The assault on the U.S. airbase in Guam caught Sam Fisher and Victor Koss in the crossfire. Koss was critically wounded, protecting Sam from a grenade blast and subsequently hospitalized. The assault was eventually repulsed, but casualties were high. The engineer subsequently released footage of the attack to the internet as part of the initial Blacklist video. In the wake of the attack, President Caldwell activated 4th Echelon and recruited Sam Fisher to lead it. Benghazi, Libya, field operation. A routine extraction of an informant arms dealer, Andre Coben, from a CIA safe house went wrong when a local militia kidnapped him. Working on the ground with Isaac Briggs and support, Sam Fisher tracked Coben to a repurposed police station. He rescued Coben from the militia who were prompted to act by the engineers and returned him to Paladin for debriefing. On board, Coben confessed he sold weapons for the Guam attack and offered up any intel he has on the buyer. Sam decided to keep Coben in custody on board in case he might be useful in the future. Marwa, Iraq, field operation. Coben's intel led to the series of terror training camps linked to the engineer. 4th Echelon coordinated assaults on all of them, while Sam taking the largest in Marwa, Iraq. The camps proved to be traps. The other assaults turned into slaughters, with the engineers uploading the footage to the net. Sam reached the heart of the Marwa camp and found a video camera and an execution video. The video showed a U.S. soldier captured in Guam, killed by Majid Sadiq, the leader of the engineers. Chicago, USA Blacklist attack. Despite a trail of false evidence leading to Dallas as a target for the next Blacklist attack, American consumption, Sam's team pinpointed Chicago instead. The work was born out when a hostage situation erupted on the city's Navy pier. Infiltrating the Navy pier, Sam quickly realized it as a distraction. The real assault was taking place nearby at the local water treatment plant. There, the engineers dumped weaponized plague bacillus into the water in hopes of infecting the entire city. With help from the team, Sam was able to stop the attack. Sadiq del Este, Paraguay, field operation. Changing tactics after Chicago, 4th Echelon pursued a known terrorist fixer named Reza Nori, resident in the South America's tri-border region. As Sam reached Nori in his panic room, Kids Force guards assaulted the estate. Nori agreed to turn over intel he has on people he shipped to Sadiq in exchange for protection. Kargil District, Kashmir. As a Briggs missed a rash of disappearances of former 3rd Echelon assets. Isaac Briggs received intel about a smuggler cartel on the Indo-Pak border. Reliable sources indicated that they were going to try to move a nuke through the unstable region. Convinced that the two were somehow related, Briggs suggested inserting into the smuggler camp. There they discovered that the group had in fact been contacted by Voron to assist in smuggling a stolen Indian nuclear warhead from a missile fabrication plant in Bangalore. And this is Bangalore, India. Of particular concern to Anna Grimsutter was the fact that the planned Voron theft would utilize a hidden backdoor in missile plants defenses that Third Echelon set up years before. Ignoring questions of why Third Echelon set up a backdoor into an ally's nuclear program, Grim pointed out that it seemed likely that Voron had access to Third Echelon intel, most likely still an OPSAT. She just was like ignoring it. Sam Briggs inserted into the plant, discovering that Voron was already on site, engaging the Russian agents. Sam Briggs stopped the theft. They escaped as Indian troops arrived on site. Chittagong, Bangladesh. With Voron operations in India locked down, Sam Briggs instead targeted the field office in Bangladesh. The station chief, Victor Kurshki, was known weak link, and the intel was to interrogate him about the source of the suspicious intel. Pursuing Kurshki to his safe house, Sam Briggs learned his orders, and the operational intel originated in Kotlov, Nukrograd, deep inside of Russia. It was there the SMI suggested that the missing OPSAT was being kept. Sam made the risky decision to, and this is Koltsovo, whatever that place is. Sam made the risky decision to go into Russia to retrieve the supposedly unhackable OPSAT. He worked with Briggs to infiltrate the Science City where Chursky's orders had originated, only to discover there was no OPSAT on site. It said they found a man in an artificially induced coma, a man who would later be identified as Kestrel. Realizing Kestrel, non-OPSAT was the source of the intel, Sam detached him and prepared him for extraction. Over stiff foreign opposition, they escaped barely. English Channel. This is Grimm's. An internet billionaire named Migli Rossington set up a private data hub on a World War II era seafort. Among his customers were numerous groups on Fourth Echelon watch lists, including the engineers. With the owner and part of his security not in residence, Fourth Echelon infiltrated the site, implanted bugs inside the systems. This allowed the SMI to listen to the engineer traffic going through the fort. Shorsky District intercepted ELINT, just a high-value high-value Russian intel on terror groups renting themselves out to the engineers being kept on site near the Chechen-Georgian border. When another agency's grab for the files went bad, Fourth Echelon went on site to the immediate aftermath of a car bombing and recovered the files. So I guess another agency went after the intel. This is the Hackers Den, in Filta, Estonia. A converted brewery in the Baltics. The site was used by a hacker collective to run their illicit businesses, with the SMI estimating a significant percentage of engineer ELINT going through their pipe. It was deemed essential for the Fourth Echelon to get taps on data feed. This is Lupton Island, Australia, the billionaire's yacht. The owner of the seafort also operated data services from his yacht, a party boat doubling as a data hub. With security extracted by a decadent soiree, the Fourth Echelon climbed on board and hacked the ship's data systems, ensuring a reliable ear on all ELINT passing through. This is Senia, Yemen. A contact of Charlie Cole's bundled up engineer-related intelligence and hid it in a dead drop in what he thought was a safe location inside the Pakistani embassy in Sana'a, Yemen. Fourth Echelon retreated just ahead of a wave of engineer-inspired thugs looking to steal the intel for themselves. Amman, Jordan. This was embassy in Amman, Jordan was the site of the second one of even the intel on his stuff is just so bad. Charlie's network drops again. Fourth Echelon arrived ahead of the engineers, and again, despite desperate defense of the MC was necessary until extraction arrived. Bratislava, Slovakia. This was also Charlie. Repeating the pattern, Fourth Echelon retrieved another dead drop for a hostile attack on site. Rwanda. With the dead drop situation inside the Russian embassy in Kigali, Fourth Echelon was forced to do a rapid insertion before an engineer-sponsored mob hit the site. Afghanistan. This is Coben's. As a show of good faith, Andre Coben gave up the location of a poppy farm linked to drug and weapon trafficking, despite suspicion about Coben's motives and whether he was attempting to use Fourth Echelon to remove some of his competition. The site was quickly infiltrated and taken offline. Field operation. This is the Istanbul, Turkey. With the engineers making arms trafficking riskier than usual, several major dealers banded together to move a massive quantity of weapons. Disguised as crates of dried fish, the guns would be picked up and sold in the market before being transported to conflict zones around the world. Directed by Coben's intel, Fourth Echelon infiltrated the market and stopped the sale. This is Equatorial CQ. I think that was the Equatorial place. Coben's info dump. Wow, that's some bad typos. Continued with identification of a small diamond mine in Africa's west coast used to fuel arm exchanges. With the mine temporarily out of commission due to flooding, Fourth Echelon penetrated the main underground shaft and shut down the operation. Kaiseldor, Kazakhstan. A long dormant Kazakhstan extremist group reactivated with plans to develop dirty bombs, with Koben pointing the way to their hideout on the old Ariel Sea shoreline. Fourth Echelon was able to take out the bomb builders before work was sold to the highest bidder. I think that's it for the missions. Yeah, person of interest. Let's see here. I want to go back real quick. I just want to look that place up in real life, the RLC. Sam Fisher. Let's see here. The original Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher returned to active service to spearhead the initial Third Echelon Field Service Initiative at the request of his friend Irving Lambert. He served until shortly after Lambert's death during his infiltration of the domestic terror group John Brown's army, at which he walked away. Because they killed the one chick. Drawn back by Anna Grimstadter, he stopped a DC event and left the corrupted Echelon in ashes. Reunited with his daughter Sarah, he chose to work part-time for Vic Costa instead of rebuilding the agency. Now tapped to lead their Echelon successor, Sam must combine his unparalleled skills as a field agent with the leadership necessary to forge a team and stop the Blacklist. Used to working on his own and at his own initiative, he must now reinvent himself as a leader without losing his edge. Anna Grimstadter, trusted advisor to the president, Patricia Caldwell. And Anna Grimstadter was Sam Fisher's controller and Third Echelon's best analyst. When Tom Reed began his campaign of sedition, Grimm remained a part of Third Echelon by direct request from the president. There she worked to uncover Reed's plans, ultimately bringing Sam Fisher back into the mix and working with Sam to foil an assassination attempt on the president. The force behind the Fourth Echelon Initiative, she's key to getting Sam the intel he needs to choose his mission and survive them once he's in the field. Grimm spearheaded the development of the SMI, turning bleeding edge analytics to pursuit of Fourth Echelon's targets. As the team's liaison with the White House, Grimm maintains a strong relationship with President Caldwell. She also oversees the team's budget and HQ, directing improvements to Paladin as needed. Charlie Cole, a brilliant hacker and tech geek, Cole got himself into trouble at an early age with some of his online exploits, and in doing so attracted Anna Grimstadter's attention. Working for her, he helped design the original SMI prototype, but his work habits and attitude clashed with Grimm's more professional style. Picked up by Vic Costa when Grimm couldn't take him any longer, Charlie views Vic as a father figure. An instinctive smartass, Charlie is cocky, arrogant, and almost as good at his job as he thinks he is. Charlie provides technical support to Fourth Echelon that complements Grimm's analytical skills. Plugged into a worldwide network of white hats and other less reputable characters, he puts his considerable resources at the team's disposal, sometimes even when the team doesn't want it. Charlie also heads the onboard R&D efforts, improvements in weapons, body armor, and field gear of the team are his department. Isaac Briggs, a by-the-book CIA officer, Briggs was the first to see the signs of the impending blacklist. Cool, analytical, and relentless, Briggs pushed his findings, but his warnings were disregarded in the weeks leading up to the attack. However, Anna Grimstadter had been following his career with interest, and when Briggs fell out with favor with the CIA, she quickly had him seconded to the Fourth Echelon. Seconded to fourth echelon, he serves as Sam's support in the field. As well as being a superb analyst, Briggs is a skilled marksman and driver, and his talents complement Sam's in the field. Briggs come to fourth echelon with the former approach to fieldwork that sometimes clashes with Sam's more freewheeling style. So far, he's been sidelined the whole time, so... Victor Cost, Sam Fisher's oldest friend. Victor Cost runs Paladin 9 Security, a private military company that employed both Sam and Charlie Cole. The only man Sam trusts with his back, Cost puts his life on the line to defend the man he calls brother. Andrei Kobin, the son of a Ukrainian-American shipping clerk from Baltimore. Kobin was a mid-level operative in the Ukrainian mob with whom Third Echelon turned into a useful, deniable asset. Asked to provide a body to help fake Sarah Fisher's death, Kobin did so, earning a ticket out of the country and set up to Malta as a fixer as a reward. In the wake of the DC EMP event for which he had provided the actual pulse devices, Kobin went underground. Presumed dead by Anna Grimstadter, he set up shop as an arms dealer and operated profitably out of Benghazi after the regime change. However, after selling weapons used in American power, he realized that either the Americans or his former customers would come hunt him down. As such, he turned himself into the CIA, exchanging intel for protection. Majid Sadiq, engineer leader, a third-generation Londoner of Pakistani extraction. Majid Sadiq was recruited out of university by the MI6 to serve as a deep undercover field agent. Politically moderate, highly intelligent, and not terribly religious, he went undercover in Jaish-e-Mohammed and got flipped. Eventually, suspicion grew, and Sadiq was forced to disappear during a field operation before being hauled in for questioning. Officially, he's dead, but unofficially, he's top 5 on the British intelligence most wanted list. Sadiq views himself as a transformable figure. Seeing the West as corrupt and unworthy, he looks to overthrow it. He also views himself as the agent of that overthrow, and all his efforts are bent towards this agenda. A brilliant tactician and ruthless fighter, Sadiq worked for years as a sort of terrorist consultant, perfecting his craft. He is calculating, aggressive, and willing to take risks in pursuit of his goals. Karim Jadid. In the early 2000s, the British intelligence services realized that they were short. Oh, he's an engineer lieutenant. So wait, so Sadiq's engineer leader. Jadid's a lieutenant. Okay. In the early 2000s, the British intelligence services realized they were short on operatives who can speak Arabic or pass for anything other than an Oxbridge attendee. One of the prizes of the recruiting drive that followed was Jadid, an ambitious law student looking for something that would help his political career down the road. Jadid was a rising star inside MI6, but after being passed over for a promotion he felt he deserved, he grew disillusioned. This unhappiness proved to be his vulnerability. His handlers didn't recognize it, but it made him an easy target for recruitment by Sadiq. Reza Nori, who we just extracted, let go. Black market middleman. Outwardly, Nori grew up to be the perfectly respectable, but that was really a facade. Even a teenager, he made connections with the black market runners and smugglers, profiteering off his border status and reconstruction, and by the time he reached college, he was the brains of a cross-border smuggling ring. That's when the Revolutionary Guard came calling. They spotted him in exchange for his life. Nori would give up his Iraq business partners and then leave the country. Victor Tritsky, he's Voron. Caught by government watchdogs while using the servers of Voron's State Technical University to set up a market for stolen credit card numbers, he was given a choice: come work for Voron or spend a very long time in prison. He chose the former and earned a reputation as a talented self-starter who tended to burn his bridges after a year or two. That made him perfect for rotational assignments in safe houses around the world. His latest stop was Chittagong, a rapidly growing metropolis at a technology crossroads. Sarah Fisher. Sam Fisher's only child, his daughter Sarah, lives in Atlanta. She was reunited with Sam during the events of the DC EMP event after years in which each thought each other were dead. Sarah had in fact been given a new identity by Anna Grimstadter, acting on orders to head off threats against Sarah that might have been used to leverage against Sam. Sarah's the only family Sam has, and the two remain close following the reunion. Patricia Codwell. America's first female president, Caldwell was reelected after the shocking assaults on the White House by unknown terrorists during the DC EMP event. Yeah, our own government was what attacked us. Adjusting her policies to focus more on national security, Caldwell tasked with Anna Grimstarter with developing a blueprint for the elite Black Ops team that would report directly to the Oval Office. Her new fourth echelon was designed to prevent another institutional failure like the ones that corrupted third echelon nearly brought down the presidency. Pragmatic and blessed with a Midwestern directness, Caldwell views everything else as secondary to getting results. Mikhail Loskov, former Voron agent Kestrel, a Voron agent seconded to third echelon to assist in tracking down missing EMP devices. Mikhail Andreyevich Loskov instead ended up helping turn them over to Tom Reed via Andrei Kobin. Set up and disposed of, he officially vanished for the DC EMP event. Fourth echelon discovered Kestrel unconscious and in an artificially induced coma in Voron lab inside Russia. Sam and Briz extracted him, enabling him to recover on board Paladin in sickbay. Kestrel is aware that he was used as a source of intelligence by Voron. He does not know how he ended up in their hands or that Kobin was responsible for his fate. Let's hear fourth echelon and its intelligence directive. A blacker than black spec ops group reporting directly to the president. Fourth echelon was a brainchild of Anna Grimstarter. She envisioned a mobile task force that would marry top flight intel, gathering analytics to bleeding edge in tech and the best field operatives available. The advent of the Blacklist attacks convinced President Caldwell to activate fourth echelon as a response, handing leadership of the team over to Sam Fisher. The engineers, the faithless terrorist collective introduced to the world through their terrifying Blacklist video. The engineers are dedicated to carrying out a sequence of devastating attacks in the United States. They claim that they want the United States to remove all its troops from foreign soil, but the mysterious leader may have more sinister agenda, one that leads to the heart of American power. The Blacklist is the name of the engineers gave to a series of attacks they are launching against the U.S. Each attack has a specific name. American power, blood, and more, and on a specific but unknown target. To increase the panic, the attacks caused the engineers also kept running countdown on time until the next attack as a constant reminder of the inevitable threat. Third echelon, spearheaded by late Colonel Irving Lambert. Third echelon was a calculated response to the exponential increase in operational data received by U.S. intelligence agencies. Among its project was the Splinter Cell initiative, whereby elite agents would act on intelligence to prevent or perpetrate acts of data warfare that would initially prevent larger conflicts. The first Splinter Cell was Sam Fisher. After Lambert's death, the agency fell into disarray with leadership going to Colonel Tom Reed. Technically, it would have been Williamson. Reed collaborated with the international organization Megiddo to attempt to assassinate President Caldwell. See, I feel like Megiddo should have just been the engineers or have the engineers in this be Megiddo, but whatever. This plan was discovered by Sam Fisher, who dismantled Third Echelon HQ during his attempts to prevent the dismantle. He blew his shit up. After the attempted assassination, the agency was formally dissolved. Well, technically, we didn't. They self-destructed. Voron, the Russian equivalent to Third Echelon, Voron, literally Raven, is a black bag directorate largely focused on data warfare and industrial sabotage. Part of the SVR, Voron has near complete autonomy and is actively engaged in field operations ranging from extractions and IP theft to sabotage and assassination. At one point, they attempted to recruit Sam Fisher. See, that would have been kind of dope. Paladin 9 Security, Victor Koss private military company dedicated to the notion that it's possible to turn a profit without turning to immoral methods. Based in Washington, D.C., it provides a variety of security, training, and operational services to governments and private individuals that can meet both their price and cost standards for clients. Sam Fisher worked for Paladin 9 as a contractor in the months leading up to Blacklist, and he and Vic were in Guam to start a recon mission when the first Blacklist attack was triggered. Megiddo, an international cartel dedicated to maintaining and expanding its own wealth. Megiddo orchestrated the DCMP event in order to replace Caldwell with a more pliable president. Decentralized and globalized, it uses individual companies, terrorist groups, and governments as pawns interchangeably to advance its members' agendas. Megiddo's leadership capabilities and long-term goals are all unknown at this time. DSE. Okay. We already know what the fifth freedom is. DCEMP event planned by Third Echelon Director Tom Reed and a representative of the transnational cartel known as Megiddo. The attack on Washington featured the detonation of 3 weaponized Russian EMPs inside the city. During the confusion, Reed and an elite squad of Third Echelon agents loyal to him attacked the White House with the intention of killing the president, blaming terrorists, and having the vice president, who is much more pliable to Megiddo's aims, ascend to the Oval Office. Anna Grimsautter and Sam Fisher, working together, were able to prevent one of the EMP detonations, save the president, disable Reed, at which point Grimsautter shot and killed him. Vienna Embassy. The attack on the British Embassy in Vienna is believed to be Majid Sadiq's first overt act of terror, using information he stole during his days in the MI6 and assistance from plants still within the British intelligence community. Sadiq was able to isolate the embassy from the outside world and ruthlessly gun down its occupants. He and his men then slipped away. No one was ever arrested for the attack, though terror suspects brought in on other charges would refer to it as Sadiq's work. Lambert shooting. The former director of Third Echelon, Colonel Irving Lambert, was captured by a domestic terror group, John Brown's Army. Sam Fisher, working deep cover inside the JBA, was ordered to shoot captive Lambert or risk exposure. Rather than have Sam's cover blown, Lambert communicated his assent to Fisher, who then shot him. Lambert had triggered a period of instability in Third Echelon, culminating in Tom Reed's assault on the White House. All right, well, that covers that. All right, well, now we have the next attack here. Let's go. We're going to the abandoned mill.
The subject, Reza Nouri, is a known arms trafficker and personnel broker for non-governmental groups who can meet his fees. We have used his services before to ensure deniability in providing material support for certain organizations. He has always maintained a careful political neutrality and shown a willingness to deal with all sides. Taps on his VOIP indicate he began dealing with the engineers 2 years ago. This has been confirmed by cross-referencing the sources of deposits in his offshore accounts against what we believe to be engineer activity. At this point, we have no choice but to consider Nouri compromised and wholly in the engineer's camp. He is to be terminated on site.
You're honestly not giving me the projections on this.
Look, Anna, I can't release those numbers, not without peer review. The range on the virulence factor alone is...
We are not talking about an article in the American Journal of Evil Bacteria here, Chuck. We are talking about you telling me what your educated best guess is so I can keep the engineers from killing even more people next time. Now, you give me those projections or I use all those shiny clearances the president gave me to turn your servers upside down and shake loose the data I need. Which is it going to be?
Look, it's all guesswork. The strains from our labs. The virulence factor is high. The conditions were ideal.
I want a number.
Worst case, it got into the main supply, no response for a couple of days. 500,000 dead. Another 1 million hospitalized. You get the picture.
I think I do. Thanks, Chuck. Good luck with the paper.
Today, the Chilean government would like to announce its resolution to revoke the lease on all American military installations on its soil. We have no wish to put our citizens and institutions at risk to this blacklist. And as such feel, the safest and most humane course is to bar the American military presence from our country, effective in 72 hours. We would call on all peace-loving nations of the world to join us in this effort.
Interesting.
Here's that update on big cost you asked for.
Thanks. You know, we wouldn't have to jump through all these government hoops to trace Sadiq if you would just let me hack into MI5.
Then we have an international incident and you rot in Belmarsh prison the rest of your life.
Not if I don't get caught.
Someone gonna fill me in?
We've been chasing those passport numbers you obtained from Nuri. Network analysis, travel heat maps, financial transfers.
Bag-biting analytics.
Just tell me what you dug up.
Nothing. Proof positive that I shouldn't be wasting my time kludging through data mining routines. Holy shit.
The engineers are in London.
Still hate analytics? Nice work, Grim. Are all these people connected to Sadiq?
And each other. It's a sleeper cell. Was. They've been activated.
So how do we play it?
We only have one choice.
Yeah, tap MI5, see what they know.
Let it go, Charlie.
We can't risk it. Sadiq is ex-UK intelligence. He may still have friends on the inside.
We sound an alarm and he'll run before we get close.
Looks like they're holed up in an abandoned mill.
It's right on the water. Multiple points for sniper cover.
I'll pull a plan together.
Charlie, back her up. Briggs,
Right here.
we got a mission. I want you on Overwatch.
On my way.
Tight, narrow passages in a rundown building means you want to scout. Bring the tri-rotor and it might keep you out of a few ambushes.
Roger that. Moving to position Bravo.
Approaching you.
The operatives who use Nuri's stolen passports are holed up inside. Sam, I'm seeing plenty of ground floor activity. Hitting the roof is still our best option.
Copy.
Grim, headed up the factory wall. Briggs, you got my 6? Copy. Reach position Bravo. I'm seeing a truck heading out. Looks like they're moving cargo.
Copy.
Sam, 12 o'clock.
You okay? Shot.
Thanks. Dug up some old blueprints. This place used to be a flour mill, so if you look in the north wing, there's a freight elevator.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
To be out here, isn't it? What? You get a little wet, you think you're gonna melt? It's slippery up here, mate. A little wind, I'm taking flying lessons. I'll make sure Sadiq's in splash to your family. Don't hear me complaining none. That's because you're too done to know you're screwed. Who's gonna come over the rooftops on a night like this? If we do our jobs, no one. Now shut your gob and get back to it.
Go on, checking. All clear.
After the dead drop in a second. Alright, dead drop, where are you? I think it's probably gonna be inside. Alright. I see it on the map, but I haven't seen it like pop up in my... Keep moving and then hope that will come up on it.
Sam, I don't like this. We ID'd the men Nuri sent here and they aren't just muscle.
Can you give me specifics?
We're looking at specialists. Chemical engineers, snipers, tech operatives.
Well, this sounds like an all-star team.
I guess you can add professional drivers to that list. SMI's been tracking the truck since it left the mill, hit every tunnel in the city, and swapped vehicles more than once.
We lost it.
Their cargo must be connected to the next attack.
I copy.
How the hell does these work?
only thing that's on. Bad football's better than no football, you ask me. Yeah, watch this lot long enough, you might change your mind. That keeper there, he's not bad. Find 20 more like him, and you might have a game.
Oh. That was way harder than it had any right to be. Holy crap, dude. So, let's just fuck that guy. Did I seriously just close the window and then jump through the window?
downstairs, Sam. It looks like they might be cleaning house. We're running out of time.
Another truck is leaving.
I see it. Try not to lose this one, Charlie. Oh, humor. That's new on you.
Do what you can. I'm heading to the loading bay.
Right.
Actually, I'm going to reload checkpoint here because I want to see what he had to say.
Another truck is leaving.
I see it. Try not to lose this one, Charlie. No, humor. That's new on you.
Do what you can. I'm heading to the loading bay.
Right. Truck's away, no complications.
Roger that. Don't come in just yet. We might still need you out there.
You're kidding me.
Wasn't my idea. Came from upstairs.
Guess I'll be staying out.
Sorry.
Of course you can say sorry. You're inside where it's warm and dry, aren't you?
I guess I was just born lucky.
What the fuck? Did you see the shit? What a fucking bunch of dorks.
Son of a bitch! Over there! Shots fired!
Not sure what I want to do here. Oh, there goes the laptop. God damn it. Why? It didn't give me the option to jump down on him.
Another truck is leaving.
I see it. Try not to lose this one, Charlie. No, humor. That's new on you.
Do what you can. I'm heading to the loading bay.
Those guys are funny. Alright, love you guys, but let's go. Go to sleep. Night night.
Someone knocked him out.
Yeah, you too. Yep, that did a lot. Where the hell? Where am I going? They've already confirmed I can't go out this way, so... I'm so confused what this wants me to do. this game? What am I doing? Dude, I legit don't know where this game wants me to go right now. Oh, I guess there's an exit. No, that's where I was. Like, it takes you right here. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. Well, I feel dumb.
Grim, I'm in the central office. Whoever left here did it in a hurry. Got files from Iran. Looks like Quds Force.
Might explain why they had eyes on Nuri.
Scanning now.
If we wanted evidence Iran was behind the blacklist, we just found it.
Get these over to Caldwell ASAP. Shit. Grim, take a look at this.
They're mapping projected kill zones for an attack.
What is it? Nuke? Dirty bomb?
Hard to say.
Sending you a shipping manifest.
This the last lot? Yeah, that's all of it. Right, rally everyone. Pull in the plug.
Looks like their last shipment is about to leave.
Reposition brakes, have him disable the truck.
Negative. This could be our only chance to find their destination. I'm gonna put a tracker in their cargo.
They're in hazmat suits. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Probably trained with worse.
If a single guard spots you, it's all over.
Forget who you're talking to.
Wait.
Want help checking it out? No need, I've got this.
I got in there before it went.
Sam, wait. That shipping manifest you found.
Components to make a chemical weapon.
VX nerve gas derivative. How did you know?
Lucky guess. And a bomb containment unit. I'm opening it up.
Sam, if it's in a containment unit, then they're worried about passive exposure.
For this to work, they can't find this tracker. It's our only shot.
Even a few micrograms of VX could be lethal. Sam? Sam?
Fine. Tracker's in place. Moving out.
Wait a second.
What?
I've been scrubbing the calls funneling through the cell phone tower near the factory. It's dirty, but listen.
Bring it to the west side. Switch with the other driver under the bridge, then move out.
The SMI pulled a partial voice recognition hit. There's a chance Sadiq is at the facility.
Send the location to my ops ad. I'll do the rest.
Will do. Sam, you're still not in the clear until that truck leaves. Sam, you're still not in the clear until that truck leaves.
I'll keep it quiet.
Everyone start a search. Now!
Sam, your weapon's free. If Sadiq is here, he's at the heart of the operation. That's right where you're headed.
Sam, Brim, the truck is rolling out. Tracker is online. We can follow this baby across the ocean if we have to.
Nice. I was taking the hardest route, so that's on me.
Hey there.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm affected by the gas, FYI. Things aren't looking good right now. Things are kind of getting double. Sounds weird.
Sam, I'm watching your vitals here. You're not looking so hot, man. Just give the word and I'll move in.
Negative. I need you covering my exit. I'm not the priority, Sadiq is.
No, fuck you.
Elevated BP, tachypnea, tachycardia. Sam, it's all consistent with symptoms of nerve gas exposure.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. We shared a bed with Kestrel here in a second. Oh, can't crouch.
You need a medic now, Sam.
Just... He isn't responding. I'm moving in.
you, Briggs. I got this. Oh, I'm just Inspector.
Sam, do you copy?
Not much of a welcome party.
Did I give you an order?
I just thought...
Now you'll remember. Nuri led you here, didn't he?
So you still have friends in intelligence. Congratulations.
Answer the question.
Give up, and I may let you live.
So what's your story? An American, obviously, but oh, what's this? Karambit. Picked up some training abroad, did we? The special ops. But nothing my friends know about. You're a mystery. Who are you?
Man who's gonna kill you.
Why? Because I'm above the law? Because I kill for a purpose? But then, I'm no different than you.
You murder innocent people.
Because your president sends men like you to countries where you don't belong.
Go to hell.
Where's your team?
Did I just get shot?
That's a Makarov. You've only got one shot left. You better make it count.
Are you sure? Because one is all I need.
Take him out, Briggs. That's a negative, Sam. Take the shot. Kill him.
Briggs, you have to do something. Sam's vitals are fading.
You were wrong.
Go get Sadiq. That's an order!
Sam needs a lot more than atropine if he's gonna pull through. Get to the roof now.
You good, Sam?
Let's just get out of here.
Who the hell are these guys? Smoke grenades! They must have thermal. Sam, there's too many to take head on. I'll draw their fire, you flank them and take them out. Shit, they're quick.
pissed right now.
You're almost clear. Just past the double doors.
They're trying to keep us off the roof.
Let's go, Briggs.
Clear. All clear.
Grim, IR beacon out.
Chopper is on its way.
Here's your knife. Sam! We could have ended this. We had Sadiq. What'd you want me to do? Finish the job, Briggs! Nothing comes before that. Not me, not you, nothing. Get off of me! You're done, Briggs. That was your last mission.
Wait, what?
The wire transfer just cleared.
Can't believe I still got nothing.
Thank you. Just send the numbers down to me.
What are we looking at?
You're not out of the woods yet, but your vitals are stable.
Not me, Sadiq.
Gone. But the tracker is live, so we got a line on the canister.
Sam, don't. You need rest.
What I need is to go through the intel we got on Iran.
The president went public with it last night. The country's howling for blood.
So why are we still standing here?
Because Grim doesn't buy that it's Iran?
Don't you have a systems calibration to run?
What?
Every time the engineers leave intel laying around, it's to set us up.
Could be they panicked. Sadiq wouldn't have been there if he knew we were coming.
We can't be the reason the country gets into the wrong war.
Too late. Nah.
Can't make a bad call on this, which means we have work to do.
Special Missions HQ. All right, let's take a look at our SMI thing. All right, London, England. Pursuing the intel provided by Nori, 4th Echelon located a chemical weapons lab in the abandoned London building. Infiltrated the site, Sam discovered material suggesting that Iran is behind the blacklist and mapping out potential attacks. Sam also found a shipment of chemical weapons about to leave the site and risk exposure to Planet Tracker inside one of the devices. Overcome by the effects of the chemical weapon, he was captured and interrogated by Sadiq. Briggs rescued Sam but chose to save his life rather than go after Sadiq. He did this over Sam's direct orders and raging Fisher to the point that he told Briggs he was done. Sadiq escaped London, possibly with the help of double agents inside the British intelligence community. The chemical weapons were shipped to the United States with Charlie monitoring them through the SMI. I think that's it, right? I don't have anything else. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at our dead drop.
We have a
history, you and I. Training, 2 years field service together, and these past few years where I was the devil, and you pretended to be the good little agent on my behalf. These are not things I hold lightly. And you should know this. I do not care how much history we have together. If you continue to disobey my direct orders and hire local talent who can't keep their mouths shut for an operation this sensitive, then you will be removed. Do not think to presume that because we're friends, you are safe. Am I understood?
Okay, well then. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Actually, you know what? Let's go through and talk to everybody first.
Sam, thank you.
Grim, what'd you pull off the dogs we grabbed in London?
Looks like their chemical weapons research was tied to IHU.
Well, one of the universities run by the Revolutionary Guard?
Correct. The tie to the Blacklist is tenuous at best, but it isn't stopping Caldwell's people from having Iran on heavy rotation.
So the public's being primed to go headhunting.
In droves. The next attack is pointed right at them. They need a place to put their anger.
So we're going to war.
Unless we can find proof to stop it.
Keep me posted.
I'll catch up with you when I have a brief for you to look over.
Hey,
Briggs.
Let's just skip the small talk, all right?
That's all for now.
I'll see you around.
Do it.
What about activity levels inside the building?
We took Castro out of here just for me to sit on the bed and then put him back. What exactly am I using here? Hey, honey, I almost died.
Hey, Dad. You alright? You sound tired.
Yeah, our day at the office. Look, I got some bad news. I'm not gonna make it home for Thanksgiving this year.
I wasn't expecting it. They canceled the big parade in New York anyway.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Some guy decided he wasn't going to wait for the Blacklist and shot up Fifth Avenue. Nobody died, but...
There's gonna be more.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
Just stay safe.
I know. Or you're gonna kill me. Love you, Dad.
I love you too.
I don't think he's being fair to Briggs whatsoever. You know, considering everything that we've gone through, like with what's it called, with Lambert and the JBA and stuff, like, nah. Sam's kind of being a dick right now. I get him being upset, but, like, you know, Briggs did what he thought was right, and I kind of second it. Attention, airstrip wreck area. I don't even know what mission this is. I think that just spoiled the next mission. All right, let's go talk to Charlie and...
No-fly zone over the city is active.
You're looking a little rough there, Fisher.
Comes with the territory.
You know, you've been doing this a long time. You ever think about just packing it in?
Nah. Too many guys like you out there slithering around.
Well, that's the last time I faked being concerned about your welfare.
That's all for now.
Whatever. Say I'd miss you, but we both know I'd be lying.
Hey, Sam.
Charlie?
Hey, you feeling okay?
I'll be a lot better when people stop asking me if I'm feeling okay.
Right, yeah, obviously, because when I toke on some seriously toxic nerve gas and almost get murdered, I just walk that shit off.
I'm fine, Charlie. Quit worrying.
Who said I was worried?
That's all for now.
Cool, and P.S., the tracker on the chemical weapon is working fine. I'll keep an eye on it.
I was wondering if there'd be a... Why is nobody in those seats? That's probably why I have such shitty radar coverage when I'm on fucking the missions. Upgrade the systems and nobody's actually using them. Alright, well... Alright guys, so that's all I got. Our next episode... Actually, let's go take a look at the table real quick. I have a feeling the next episode is going to be the,
Personnel files.
I'm not clear for that.
Just get me the IP.
Special Missions HQ, so yeah. Okay. Well, in our next, that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So, yeah, I think Sam's kind of being a dick to Briggs, and, I mean, he sidelined Briggs this entire time, so, yeah. I don't even know why he would sideline him after the first mission anyways. That really wasn't Briggs is doing anyways, so I don't know. But alright guys, outside of that's all I got. So until the next episode, stay safe and stay healthy and God bless. Okay, bye-bye.